Good evening, everyone. Switch Double here. Well, today it is actually just a normal weekend. Yeah, it's we're well. You see, this stream were originally um I had originally thought of doing a smash and pass stream with some of my friends. Yeah, it's not happening because one of my friends, Mr. Kuvu, or whatever you all call him, Mr. Smasher, for some, it's he can't unfortunately not join in the Smash and Pass stream, so yeah, it's not happening. So instead, we are doing a Mario Randomizer stream, and as Game Guy is the one that actually has is the one that has this Mario games consoles on his end. So that's happening, and hopefully by tomorrow at least, that um, we might be able to do Smash and Pass, and it's gonna be crazy though. But yeah, since me and sort of my friends have only been doing a Smash and Pass in after stream, well, we had done it for like twice so far. First time was about 106 characters, and the second one was about 96. They were mostly Pokemon characters, cartoon characters from different shows, different movies, and yeah, you name it. There were all kinds of difference, and it's gonna be insane tomorrow. Hopefully, if it happens, yeah, it's if not, well, that's fine by me though. Um, so yeah, until the game guy finally shows up, he after all, he's the one that has a game, and that's it. So I haven't done nada, sip, nothing much today, except watched YouTube and yeah, well, that's pretty much it. Watched Mario and been at the computer. That's it. Much of the time I've done today, actually. So yeah, this day has haven't really been much eventful, honestly. I haven't really I haven't even done any stories lately. It's because of my annual summer break. It's still much ineffective. Though I have several ideas in mind of what stories to do, and I'll say it's not like one or two. It's more, uh, it's countless of those. I just don't know exactly how many stories that I will be able to do until my summer vacation is over. I would originally keep a track on how many stories I was doing each month. Well, funny fact is, I kept a track on how many stories I did. Um, I got it. Um, yeah, I was originally planning to keep a track on how many stories I've done since beginning of this year until, well, I did, but I actually did done that for the past 2 3 months or so. I actually lost track of how many I basically I put down a list to me of how many stories I've been done for up till I think it was about March, and by that point I had done at least between January and March. It was about at least I think it was between 10 and 15 stories, and since March until about a couple of weeks ago, it had been at least more than that. And exactly how many? No clue. I would say maybe, I don't know, close to not even 100, not even remote to that. But I have to say maybe more than that, more than 20, that's for sure. Um, Maybe 30, maybe 40 videos. I don't even know. I hadn't even kept track on those. I did in the beginning, but not much. Sup, got it? Um, yeah, if you didn't know, there was originally supposed to be a Smash and Pass stream today. Oh, that's good. Hope you had a good time in Texas. Um, like I said, we were originally supposed to be doing a Smash and Pass, but since Kuvo, Mr. Smasher, is unavailable today, he is actually out on a date with his girlfriend to celebrate her birthday. So yeah, we actually had done Smash and Pass in after stream twice so far. First one was 106 characters, another one was 96. They were mostly different franchises like Pokemon, uh, Star Wars. Uh, there were a lot of different characters. We were supposed to be, well, like I said, we were supposed to be doing a Smash and Pass today. Well, originally planned at least. But I wasn't knowing exactly how many characters to be using from, like a number of them. Since the first one we did was on the 6th, and the one was 96. I wasn't sure if he's going to do like just 80 characters or 100 characters. So yeah, so we decided. So I asked Game Guy if he had any, or basically, I know my friends on Discord if they had any suggestions on how many characters that we would smash or pass from. Game Guy suggested that I will use 150 characters. So a couple of days ago, I actually managed to get enough 150 characters from different franchises from Sailor Moon, Star Wars, Pokemon, and many others. It's crazy. Um, so yeah, but that stream of Smash and Pass won't be today since Master Cat, Master Smasher, aka Kovo, won't be able to join us. I mean, he will smash basically anything. I wouldn't be surprised if he would smash a stone. um, oh, so your dad are working on to try to make your first Beyblade tournament? Huh. Well, hope for that goes as well. I haven't played a Beyblade since. Wow, what can it been? Um, I may have to say it's probably between. I think the last time I used a Beyblade itself was about 20 years ago. It was around 2004, so I hadn't even played with a Beyblade for 20 years. I really had a strong interest in the first original series of the Beyblade. But the one that came afterwards, with the same characters but different design of those. I mean, it was basically there was Tyson, Ray, Kai, Max, and then others that team in Ray's friends from his home and all that. But it was not the same, the concept. In the first one, they traveled in like at this world championship in Beyblades, different from Europe. Um, from Europe to Asia, from Asia to North America, and and they ended up in Russia as the last final one. But in the second one they made afterwards is almost like a reboot. I was really puzzled, but I only saw probably like a couple of episodes that one, but yeah, let's say it didn't stuck with me. And I saw some of the other ones that came even after that. I don't know which one. There's Beyblade Generations? Question mark. Yeah, I saw maybe just one or two of those. Yeah, those were not even good at all. Um, yeah. About the mirror world around what they were in. I mean, seeing Hitch in different mirrors. One of when he was just a cult. Other one when he was an alicorn. One when he was um, where Hitch was like a raccoon, or well, technically it wasn't actual raccoon, but more like a rainbow raccoon. That's and Sunny as an old mare, like it could have been a grandma. Oh man, I was just. But to seeing the one that's Sparky, that he looked as a full grown, yeah, I did not expect that. And honestly, though, I never expected even that episode. And as my friend Lord said yesterday about uh, when I showed on Discord the picture of well of Sparky as a full-grown dragon, he was like, "Huh? I saw Sparky, the new baby dragon of G5, and he's adopted that Hitch." And Sunny went to this found house, and there were many mirrors. One of them showed Sparky how he would look like older, and as Lord says, "quote Oh, they're still milking G5." Yeah, he literally said that they're milking G5. I'm surprised of how that. Um. Uh. Good question. I think maybe that he is referring to as they try to trying pulling out as much they can from G5 until this finally ends. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, it could be any different reasons. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Lord meaning as he said that they're still milking of G5. I don't even know if there's like an actual like that they're referring to that way, or if it's trying to maybe it meant some like they're trying to press out as much of G5 as possible to the fandom. In fact, as even as Kuvu about a month ago, Kuva said that they actually had found that he claimed, well, actually, he did show a screenshot of there was a video that actually, some odd reason, claims G4 is returning for season 10 and that G6 is coming out soon. When he showed that particular screenshot, that video was posted 20 hours earlier that particular day. And I was like, whoa, back up. I only knew that they were a season 10 of G4, but only as a comic book series. And G6, well, about that, I did look it up on Google. You just search like MLP G6. Only one video popped out in the search bar. But that video was published or posted a year ago. So if that is true that this G6 is coming out, so question is, so why would they made a video talking about that MLP G5 is going to be replaced by a new generation that even though Kuvo said that he found this evidence of one video from during that particular day when he showed a screenshot was posted 20 hours earlier. He said that that was supposed to be that talking about G6 is coming out and that G5 being replaced. And even when I found of one particular video talking about G6, but that video was published a year earlier. And I was like, okay, back up, back up. For a fact, if you remember, 2010, 2010 was when G4 was released and lasted up till like 2019 when this ninth season ended. And that's previously before then. Every single time was where there was release of a new season was in the process and in like that. Okay, sure. I was like, oh, so okay. But then, Hasbro came around with the big announcement: G4 won't be renewed for another season. I was like, whoa, what? Really? And I know for a fact that there was a mixed feelings in the community when they also announced that it's going to be a new generation. And I know for a fact that main question in many of the fans' minds went on: where? Where will it be set to take place in? Because if you don't had seen G3 or G2 or G1, they those previous generations didn't even take place in Equestria. Equestria was only in G4 and G5. And when they announced it, and Hasbro did announce a couple of months later that's going to be new characters of the G5. I was like, okay, but even before them, there were a lot of concept arts designs of the main six with new design of them. I was like, okay, maybe they decided to make. There was also around the same, just about, I think it was maybe just 1 month after that G5 and G4 had ended, when Hasbro had announced that they decided to keep that the next generation will be remain in Equestria, because in their words, there has still many places that hasn't even been explored yet, and it makes sense. And throughout, despite how from season one and to season nine, there were still many places that G5, G4 never went to. I mean, even though they made an official map of Equestria, there were many places that only mentioned by name, or some places that actually also could have been mentioned or saw or been seen in the comics. But they never actually showed any of that in the series. And when Hasbro announced later there's going to be a G5, okay, I was like, okay. Then they made this a somehow strange announcement. There's going to be a new characters. I wasn't sure if they like meant new characters entirely, or if I mean, if there's going to be the main six as the old main six characters as it be the still the main characters in G5. Okay, I was like, okay, not bad. New to, I mean, the old same main six, but just a newer look on them makes sense since it's nothing new. But then eventually they revealed there was gonna be a whole new main characters, and surprising enough, and more surprising is that previously, back in G4, I just saw this on one particular event that uh, one of the people, one of the fans, actually attended one of those conventions and even asked, I think it was Lauren Faust, the creator of G4, asking her why they didn't try to could make Spike as more as a maybe as more uh, a lead character or something like that. But since that it was about a girl show, and they all announced that they were sorry that they had abused his character. But now that G5 came around, there were four girls and one guy. That was surprising that they were making a character of G5 for Hitch as the main character, and later have Misty as a new member of the new main six. But only the difference is that before G5 was even had its first premiere, even the first movie, is that a lot of the things that was just questions, those released concept arts of the main six but new looks. Like there was a lot difference. When I saw Pinkie Pie as a unicorn, uh no, as Pinkie as a Pegasus, and Fluttershy as a unicorn and that Twilight was an earth pony, not a unicorn. I was really dumbfounded how they decided to change that type of character change. Despite the many, even the cutie marks were still remain as the sits. Only Rarity, Applejack, and Rainbow was the only ones that remained as they were originally. But I now believe that those concept art designs of the new supposed new main six, while as the G4 main six as a supposed for G being used could have been used for G5, wasn't officially by Hasbro. I've started to believe that maybe it was just fan art. I mean, it's just confusing otherwise. Another thing is about it is that Hasbro, they actually brought in a fan artist. Someone actually was a fan of the G4 or a brony who has made amazing fan art. And they decided to hire the person in for the first movie. But get this, why? Why would they hire a fan artist when they already had a staff that was working on that concept and all that arts and all that already? But I don't complain. It's always a good approach to have a new set of eyes and set of mindset how to approach it from a different point of view. And even as the early concept for the first movie is that it was originally supposed to be in Ponyville, is that the town had been divided by big walls. One section for only Pegasus, another one for a unicorn, and another for Earth ponies. But eventually the concept was scrapped. They decided to put it more for different approach. And it was originally I think it was the Weather Factory in Cloudsdale that was originally so also part of the original idea to have some that the magic was fading away and the factory was running amok. It was like havoc. But eventually that whole idea was also scrapped. And as the previous episodes back in of Tell Your Tale, having when Sunny's mother was introduced, even though we don't know her official name, there was just one thing. At least that she believes in the stories of what Argyle had telling Sunny about the Punkind had used to be friends back in during time of Twilight. But it was one thing. Sunny's mother left them when she was still as a baby, only for that she was looking for something. Could that have been the Earth crystal that was now the part of the Unity crystals? Could it be that she was looking for that? Because in the family album that Sunny had, it wasn't only photos, but also a map that maybe that Sunny's mother made. It's just crazy how that's even possible. I mean, think about it. If Sunny's mother went on a journey to find something, maybe it was the crystal, or maybe they had the crystal already in their possession. I mean, they never explained the detail how that even ended up in his possession. And another thing is, Grugar's bell that was shown in the background in the first movie is what was called Easter egg. It's unclear, but I don't believe it's an actual Grugar's bell. Otherwise, how did Argyle even come across in the first place, considering how dangerous it is? Did that answer your question?
No, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to reword it.
Do you have
I
to be stuck there to the whole thing?
I was joking, but yes, that does answer my question, I
Hmm.
guess.
Yeah, but yeah, Cody, G6 is way too soon. But considering at least for if you think from this view, G4 lasted for about for 9 seasons. Make your mark for 6 chapters, or maybe as I don't know if that's considered as seasons or chapter or it's just one season. I don't even know. But there's 6 chapters, so I don't know if that's they are considered as seasons. Each one had about between I think between 5 and 8 episodes, except for the last one that has only 3, or was it 4? There were supposed to be a 7 chapter, but it was then eventually that was actually changed during the production. So that also meant that made the end of Make Your Mark. When that happened, I was like, okay, so Make Your Mark is just gonna end. What's now? Well, now what? G6? That would have been the shortest G series in all the generations. But no, but no, far from it. Instead, they decided to allow it to continue the Tell Your Tale series that's on YouTube. I was thinking about that at the time. That series only has episodes that's only for about 5 minutes long, and those Make You Mark was about 22 minutes, or at least 20 plus minutes long, but the other ones used only 5 minutes. If there had been something like in the whole episode, if you had to put, let's say, chapter 5 and one episode from chapter 6 in one 5 minute video, no, it's not even possible. Well, except for one, only one. The fall, the rise and fall, when they showed how Opaline stole the cure marks, which later supposed to happen in chapter 6. And that episode was released prior to chapter 6 was even made or even released. So that's just another thing. So I was like, okay, now that the Major Mark is finished, and the Telltale series is going to be continuous. But for the past few episodes, there has not been seen any of Alora, except for the one, the first special they made. That was supposed to be released sometimes in March originally, but it was released in April. Yeah, we can start with the Mario Randomizer.
Alright, just give me 1 second.
But
Let me
as
see if
another thing
these
about it
work.
is that, and I mean, you see another thing about this whole thing is that the second is supposed to be released is sometime in next month in August. But still, they hadn't even given out precise date of release. And the third is supposed to be in October, and the fourth in November. It's also a possibility that they may not even be released on that particular month of they're supposed to be. They may be. I mean, what if that would happen like the first one? Instead of being released in the actual month, but what if they were being released the next month after? That was like the first before the first one was even released. There were no information at all. What is it going to be about? First, I thought since the first one's being released in March, where it was originally planned for, I was like, okay, it's going to be about an Easter special. I mean, they had done like 2 of them already so far for Tell Your Tale, but no, it wasn't even that. So the second one that's going to be released in August. I was like, okay, okay, which season or which holiday is it supposed to be for? If it's going to be based on a holiday, I looked up. There are no major American holidays at all in August. I thought maybe there could have been St. Patrick's Day, but that was earlier. That's like sometime after Easter, a couple of months. So that's not that. So I don't know if there's that was originally planned if there was gonna be based on the any major holidays for those special ones. But since the first one was not even about Easter, so I may wonder if the other ones has anything to do with that other. Considering the third is supposed to be in October, which we know only one big holiday, Halloween, and the fourth is supposed to be November. That only means Christmas. I can give one example. Last year, before Make You Mark had even ended, they did, in fact, release one special movie just before Christmas that year, and that movie or Make You Mark special was released in November, even though it's supposed to be a Christmas special, which it is, when it was Winter Wish Day. So, if the fourth one's gonna
Okay,
be
now I
a, if the fourth one's gonna be a Christmas special, so is it possible that it could have been? Maybe. But even the fourth one is gonna be a Christmas special, even if it might not even be released in November, depend on, of course, depends on exactly if it's an early to mid or sometimes by the end of November. It depends. If it's if it's been said to be released in the end of November, it might even be maybe as early in December, which is the actual Christmas month. And another thing that also was released in November as a Christmas special, best gift ever of G4. That was one of the last one they ever made before the entire series was ended. I mean, what else can we do? There's not much else to say about it than hoping for that. Well, even though that could back in the season six, the chapter six of Make You Mark, there were actually one scene of where Misty and Hitch were holding Sparky's hands while they were ice skating. In that moment, looked like they were like could have been as a family, like a romantic relationship, which they were not even at all. Now in the Tale where Sunny and Hitch with Sparky went to this house. In the end of it, it looks like they could have been as a couple, and it can be a little bit confusing to some fans. Like, well, I'm just saying,
yeah.
it's sometimes it might be confusing.
Okay, let the madness begin. All right, let's.
Well, to be fair to Cody, it's yeah, it's still a mystery of if it's gonna be anything, and especially when G5 came out or it was even announced that's gonna be replacing. Based on that, I was curious, would it be like this? You know, like the it says, being the same design of as a G4 were? Not at all. They take a whole different approach.
I'll do first and actually give on a second.
I
All
thought
right, there we go.
maybe that they will. I thought maybe that that series gonna be in more like maybe you remember um Rainbow Road Trip. I thought maybe it will be almost maybe based on that particular designs for G5 characters, but nope. I mean, after they had that movie, that short movie, that 1 hour long movie was made and released. That was even before season 9 actually. And I was like, okay, so that season 9 will made perhaps be used. They will using those look for season 9 of the characters, but nope, not at all. And I thought, okay, maybe there will be the same designs of the G5 of the characters as they had in G4. But nope, again, not at all. Instead, it was CGI version. I was like, okay, this might be interesting approach. The only side down of the Make You Mark series is that there was not the same voice actors as he had in the first movie. Not at all. I mean, one of them was Vanessa from
All right, this should be good.
High School Musical, and
You guys ready
despite
for the
that,
first Mario?
yeah, let's go see what it was gonna be like.
Hey! Yup! It's good to be home. All right. Ow. All right, get in there.
but but yeah, yellow, Jolly Green. I thought you were like Jolly
Where,
Roger,
where are you going? Get in there.
Roger. But still, I was
Shift and
really
stand, Lance.
surprised of how they decided to make that approach of
Or the
G5
backwards.
characters. And when the first comic of the G5 came out, there was only like I think it was like 6 or 7 total.
Oh, that's
They
silver.
actually made this announcement, showed that the first main villain was Discord. Even though he wanted to destroy the crystals, or at least if he had destroyed one of them, the 20 crystals would eventually fail and the magic would have been gone permanently. He believed that throughout Pony history, the conflicts were based and cause of the magic. But then it was thanks to that main six or main five
Hmm.
that by using something that changed his mind, and that was a crystal recording of Fluttershy, which they found in her cottage. And even though that series is said to take place, I think at least even I still stay with, it's about 250 years after G4. So when I saw that the cottage of Fluttershy was still remaining intact in G5 comics, which is canon to once many people ask me and wonder, but it's based on my opinion, but
Oh,
still, it was still intact. It looked a bit, just a little bit overgrown, but it was basically intact even after 200 years. But it was completely useless. Well, abandoned, more precise to be precise there. But yeah, I mean,
mm. Second Bowser.
and the and
After
another
Bowser.
also main question is about what about the other places? We know that Cantlot is in ruins, and Cloudsdale may have not even be there anymore. Might have been since it was made of all clouds, and since no Pegasus was there, maintain the city and
Um,
maintain the clouds, it's possible the whole
looks
thing
like
had
this.
been separated to pieces.
There's
The
Sandland.
Castle of Friendship. You mean that one Twilight? It's pretty. I believe it's more like it's still intact. I mean,
This
Cantaloupe
quest.
Castle was very much. I think was about say 99.9% intact. The throne room was still pretty much intact. The whole castle was looked at as being just only been recently been abandoned for maybe just a couple of years back. Even though the city has been abandoned for over 200 years, but still, it looked at as just only been abandoned for decades. You have
Really?
no idea how long this would. You have no idea how many years it would take for a city to be reclaimed by nature. So, but then another question is on the other big cities like Manhattan, Trottingham, but mainly Ponyville.
The
Even though,
stupid star. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
even though back in G5 first movie they made, there were this old map showing Clydesdale, Manhattan, Camelot,
Wait,
and
wait.
Ponyville, but they also have in English letters on it, which never been used in a G4. I think it's possible that Ponyville is still there, but question if is
What was that? All right,
I mean the question is if they're still intact. I mean if they still have it or
now.
not, but who knows? Apple orchards, archers. Do you mean sweet apple acres? Um, yeah, that's a bit tricky to be answered though. I mean, knowing for a fact that the one who literally took over the farm eventually would be were actually Big Mac and Sugar Bell. I mean, since after all they had their son, Big Sugar. Surprised the name though. But yeah, so Big Sugar would eventually be the one to take over the farm after his parents, and since Applejack didn't actually have any kids of her own, so but even if it has been over 200 years, and it seems knowing the fact that that Big Sugar, the son of Big Mac, is the son of a one Earth pony and a unicorn. And during the time of G5 was before the magic had even returned, there was still pretty much paranoia and mistrust of all the pony kinds. So there is a very big question: who lived in Ponyville? Was it just Earth ponies, or were the whole town abandoned like Canterlot? And if there's been abandoned, it's a pretty good chance that the other ones also could have been
I'm gonna find.
partially or complete abandoned. But it's just difficult to say exactly since they were never been mentioned or they already know like an official map of G5 of Equestria, unless the one that's shown of in first movie. But that was based on the old map that's of how the Equestria looked like during Twilight's rule. So we don't know if the other main cities in Equestria still much is populated or if they're completely abandoned or if they're partially still inhabited by some ponies. I mean, if the cities are still populated, it's also a possibility since there was so much mistrust and paranoia in before the magic return. Based on that, and still based on the only opinion, what if the entire city is itself that were completely divided? Like, what if this one section of the city? What if they somehow maintain some sort of not like a peace agreement, more like a maybe like a formal pact or at least some form of agreement that one section of the city is only for the Earth ponies, another one for Pegasus, and one for Unicorn. I mean, just imagine what if the I mean, just imagine what if what if that Earth what if that Mirtan Bay is the only city where all
You know
Earth
what?
ponies live?
It's star 5 or 6, I
I mean,
guess.
I mean, would you believe that? Would you guys believe that if that every single Earth pony lives in Mirtan Bay, and that every single unicorn lives in Brownwood, so that the whole Equestria's population of Earth ponies live in Mirtan Bay, and every single unicorn lived in Brownwood? Do you guys even believe that was possible?
Hmm.
What do you
Um.
think, okay, Cody?
Okay. I'm not gonna question that. Not those.
Um, I don't know. Personally, I don't believe so. I mean, considering I mean, if you know that Canton is the main capital city, well, were the capital city, considering how many ponies live there, no exact precise number. And okay,
I'm gonna see
if
what the
I
sign says.
reference to Cloudsdale, based on the size of the city, based on how many ponies were there, do you think
Interesting.
even all of those could live in a small city or a small place like Zephyr Heights? Maybe it is possible, but at the same time, it's a little bit risky to even to put all the unicorns in one place. And I mean, why would they put? And so the question is, why would all the unicorns in the whole kingdom
Baby, baby.
move to just one place? It doesn't make sense in that. What were the point of that? So I don't believe that every single unicorns. I mean, what if the whole unicorn population that lives in Brightwood is the only ones that is entirely exist in Equestria? Like, what if the Fallout? What if Ponyville? Like, what if the Brightwood is the only small community that's contained every single unicorn? And that the whole their community not even had a big population, more like say maybe as 2,000 of them, and that would
Um,
be the whole,
you
and that
gotta
would have been
compare
the
any
whole
magic.
population. So that's something.
Don't worry about it. I'm just levitating them up into my head. It's fine. It's completely normal. I've never seen that before. I get the damn penguin.
Yeah, still Codito, I agreed. They should not end the G4. I mean, even when they made this G4
Gonna be your
comic
damn
series,
baby.
where where they made that Twilight has sent all of her friends,
Well, you know,
along with a few
you know,
others, to this to like
you know.
to different missions. The first one she sent Applejack with Sakura, Tempest Shadow, Rockhoof to Sakura's homeland. Another one we're seeing Rainbow Dash with Spitfire and Lyra, I think it
Oh,
was,
I don't think I
to
can
the
get any more
pirate
further.
parrot's homeland. And I think it was they were send Twilight Rarity with Fluttershy and someone else to the Diamond Dog's home, to their own kingdom. Another small out there that said that Twilight is queen, not princess, but queen. I don't know if that's a typo or if that's the correct how they now she's taking her title is, because there has only been like only a few queens mentioned. Queen Novel, Chrysalis. So I don't
Bro,
know.
it's this damn baby. I might as well go for the red coins at this point. Jeez. I already have 4 of them.
I mean, it's possible that rarities might end up dating, I mean, off screen. But
I think it's
it's
next. You
hard
know
to
what? I'm
say.
dedicated to the red coins.
Well, I'm tired. Despite not having done much today.
I tired. Where is that going to spawn? At the top of the mountain? That's fine.
So, what have you guys been up to,
Ah!
though?
Not much. Alright, are you ready to see the only time I get a red coin star on ironically? Because I can't figure out where the other baby is, and I don't feel like getting star 6 right now. I worked for this. And it immediately went the wrong way. Yay, I got the red coins. Actually, they're light blue coins. Get it right, game. Jeez.
Icy drink. Let me guess. Iced tea.
Snooping as his usual, I see.
Huh, slurps. You know, I actually heard that children should not be drinking that. If I heard, is that Slurpees are pretty bad for kids and teenagers.
Well,
It somehow
Cody's
it's
old
affecting the
enough to drink
brains.
it, right?
It's somehow affecting your human development of the brain. No brain freeze, but it's somehow affecting the development of the brain.
That just sounds like tinfoil hat shit to me.
I don't know though. I mean, I don't have no idea if that's even possible. Or I mean, it's just like
Oh,
frozen.
okay.
It's just
I
like
can't. I can't
I
wing
mean,
Mario over this rainbow.
Slurpees are just crushed. Slurpees are just crushed ice with some flavor to it. Is that it? I haven't actually haven't had much Slurpees myself for years. Maybe a few, but brain freeze? Nope, no. Never had a brain freeze before.
I've had them a few times. They suck. They're just That's just how it goes. They suck.
Yeah, I can only tell they're painful based on front scene from movies and all that.
Oh God, that was terrifying. Don't do that again, you damn plumber. Oh,
Is there any 7-Eleven where you live, Game Guy?
geez. I think there was one where my aunt used to live, but there isn't really one like in the town I live in. So
I don't even know. I never actually been to 7-Eleven before.
why did you
There aren't even
dive?
ones that there aren't any. There are no 7-Eleven in nearby where I live, so I wouldn't even know. But their hot dogs that they have that place, I have no idea what I like. Since, like I said, I never actually had
I
those before. Being to
need.
that place. Though, sometimes next
There's a
week,
starship spawn.
um, me and my parents are going to do a road trip for a day. I don't know when though, since and we decided to just have something with us to eat on somewhere to stop on the road and just bring something to eat. So we decided, well, they had decided to go to KFC, order
Hmm.
something from there, and have it to eat. But what? No idea.
What?
KFC, they actually opened up one in my hometown a couple of years ago, but I hadn't even been there. Honestly, though, I would not be surprised if there's just that that KFC tastes like just
Oh,
your
hello.
average your. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the KFC tastes like your average regular fried chicken, like something like you can do at home. I mean, after all, it's just fried chicken, but I don't even know. Even though they are made of 11 spices, I actually read something about the KFC. Is that the company
Probably
has
slide
two
right in.
people. That there are two people that knows the whole recipe, but based on the policy, they are never allowed to travel together for the safety. I mean, if one of the people dies or both of them die, it will not be anyone else who been knowing the recipe, even though the fact has the recipe in a vault. And what I also read there are three companies involved in the production of that. One of them is taking care of the how
That's
to mix the
unfortunate.
spices. And if anyone wants to try to break in a company where they have the KFC, good luck.
Okay.
You wouldn't. Here's the thing: they have this big metal door, and if you try to get in, and
That
even
doesn't take it.
if you had to get into the vault where the recipe say is located, do you manage to grab it? Well, let's say from this, even if you step out of the vault, less than after half of like if you step out of that, either grab it and just in less than 30 seconds after you grab it or even had entered the vault, security will be standing outside. You would not have stand a chance against that. So I'm saying, try to grab the recipe for the KFC's recipe.
Please don't throw the
Uh,
star anywhere stupid.
low luck.
Um, I'm sorry, what? Don't you fucking dare. Okay, that's fine.
I think I see the star.
He can't grab me from up here, can he? No, he can't. All right, cool.
No, up
I.
there.
I'm sorry, what?
Place on
Okay, that
different
might be a
places.
problem.
Yeah,
You're starting to really distract me. Yeah. You might be able to help me, actually. Get over here.
but
Okay, sure. What?
and even though
That's
like the
ridiculous.
some of the even other another recipe that's also a top secret, which is Coca Cola's recipe. In the beginning, it contains small doses of cocaine in it, but not
Okay,
anymore.
so
Waiting
nope,
for the release of
nope,
August Tell Your
nope,
Tale special.
nope.
About that, Cody, no idea when it's gonna be released. It's only said to be released sometime in August, but
Where
exactly when,
is that?
it's difficult to say. They hadn't even released like an actual date on that one. It's possible they can be released in August or maybe it's then even September, but
Is this our
yeah, I don't know.
hotel? Okay, there it is.
They hadn't
You
even
know, I'll just take this
been.
one.
But they hadn't been released on
Tip top of the huge
any.
island. Well, you're right.
Hmm.
Go in here for no reason at all. You know what? I'm gonna get this. It's Metal Mario. Wow, look at this. It's so amazing. You don't even do the animation as Metal Mario. It's kind of depressing. All right, 2, 3, 9, 9, zilch. Nada. All right. Presta, tu pre. All right. Now, here's the
Um,
question.
the
Do
main
I
six from
have
G4 being still alive. Doubt it. No, no, I doubt it. Considering it have been a few hundred years since after the G4 ended, so
this one?
considering Applejack, Rainbow, Twilight, Fluttershy, Rarity, and Pinky are just regular ponies. So no, them no. I mean, if the things that were around this almost roughly the same age,
Ooh.
I think we had that Mario once before. Not sure.
I don't think we have.
Uh,
It was a seed that was on the unused list.
huh.
It actually looks kind of slick in silver.
Mm.
Look at me. I look
Um,
fantastic.
but like I said, though, I don't think the main six are still alive. I mean, at least the other characters, I don't think so. Since they're not
Oh, I
even
guess I'm just gonna
mortal,
take
they're
it.
um. But Twilight, maybe. I just don't know. I mean, we know for a fact that the Dashwood Bull Unicorns are immortal, but also turned, it's a question mark. Maybe they're just a little bit longer. So, if there's any of the main six alive, it's probably just only Twilight. But unless, unless that the main six had been, or at least some of them have been put some form of magical hibernation or inside a crystal that somehow slowed down the aging process entirely. So yeah, it's otherwise I think they're just basically the rest are long gone. I mean, it's just I had never seen any pony character that lived there even more than 100 years. I mean, compared to unless from except for Luna and Celestia and Discord, but
Oh, right. Mario, don't crawl. You have more respect for yourself than that. Before I get this, what does it say? You need a key to open this door! Yep, there's definitely a door there, alright. Thanks for telling me this.
hmm,
Get in there, Mario. I guess I'll get star 1. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get star 3. I'm gonna go in the pyramid. I never really do that. Get in there. Alright, now, where is star 3? Wait a second. I'm gonna try to do something really stupid. I don't know if you can actually do this. I'm gonna try though. Nope, that doesn't work that way. I figured I'd try. Yeah, the star. Don't go that way. This star I forgot about. I mean, I'll fight the boss if I can't find. That was weird. Mario tilted weirdly. Don't you squash me! I'm gonna fight the iRock boss actually. Which way is the iRock boss again? It's this way. You know what? I'm not the only one that rocks. Everyone rocks. Hello. I don't usually fight these bosses. No one really does. Yep, yep, yep. Wait. Mario, please. There we go. Hey, I did it. Yup. I just fought 2 stony hands for some reason. This game is weird. Worst part is I can't even have Roy do a blind playthrough because Roy knows this game just as well as I do. Sir, I need you to open the cannon for no reason at all. Actually, I'm opening this just in case Star 6 ended up over there. And I can't find the baby. What do you mean you took damage from that? That's not how snow works in this game. Oh! They're both right in front of her. Madam! He can't my baby! Have you seen my baby? I can't see 2 feet in front of me!
Depends.
That sounds about right. Yo.
Depends which one.
Damn, babe. And she threw the star, like, in a reasonable spot. I like this dude. She's just right in front of her. She doesn't even know which one's the one that is first. Which one do I nurse? Points her flipper between the 2. Alright, where did I just end up? Oh, I'm right next to the chill bully. Well, there's 2 stars right next to me, so if this goes somewhere stupid, I can just grab one of those. Where did that go? Oh. Well, in that case, I'll just grab it then. And now I'm in the mirror room. Hey, now I'm gone. Oh, for God's sake. Into the abyss of pixels I go. Ow. Let's see. Jolly Roger Bay. Called it! I guess I'll take star 6.
Do you guys have seen any of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies?
I still have to get on that. Is there any funny stuff in here? No, there isn't. Alright. I'm gonna say the secret slide. I don't know why I'm feeling it. Oh my god, stop! What's happening right now? I called that twice in a row. Alright. Sure, why not? No way I'm gonna get this 3 times in a row, right? I don't even know if the door to this place is open. That's my 7th star. Alright. Is it open? Probably not. It's not open. Alright, cool. Oh, I can go into Wom's Fortress. We haven't gone in here, have we?
I don't think so.
I can check.
I heard there might be a 6th movie of the Pirates of the Caribbean, actually.
Hazy Base Cave.
Nope.
Nope. Bomb battle. I was gonna freak out if I got that 3 times in a row. Well, I guess I'll just take this star that's just kind of chilling over here. Where's this go again? Oh, right, pick up clock. Alright, let's look around. There's star 3 that I already got.
Are you kidding me? Nah, don't go there, bro.
I guess I'm going to Rainbow Ride. It's the only place I haven't gone up here yet. Lethal Lava Land. I hate this game.
Nope.
Anyway. I hate Tiny Huge Challenge so much. It's just the worst place to get stars. It's only like
Uh,
2, maybe 3 easy stars here.
Cody, are you a fan of Sonic games or those
Actually,
things?
you know what? I'm gonna get star 6.
Are you? Have you seen Sonic Prime by any chance?
Okay, that was weird. Okay, that was weirder.
Same, except for the season 3. I am big surprised at Tails, well, known as Ninetales now, which is that he's now the new bad guy. That and that somehow Shadow remained outside. That he can't enter the portal to the other worlds except for Sonic. I'm surprised of that.
Hello, Wiggler.
I don't know yet. Shadow will be
Right,
appearing in this first. Okay, just to be clear, that one reminds me of Weedle from Pokemon, the poison bug type, basic the same colors and all that. Almost the same face as well. But the third movie of Sonic the Hedgehog, it has been confirmed that Shadow is gonna be part of the movie, and it's being voiced by Keanu Reeves. And that Maria, the girl that died on board the Ark, also will be appearing in it as an actual human. It's shocking.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna put this in here.
Yeah, you can probably do that, though, Kobo.
5874.5.
Um, have you guys anyone that's do you know of anyone that's an that involved in a movie production?
Nope.
Funny Gods actually had
Oh
a
my.
cousin that was ca- kind of Funny Gods actually had a cousin that was part uh were actually involved in the movie industry. He gave me a list of different movies that he was part of. Here we go. He was actually involved in as a stuntman a numerous of movies. Mad Max, Fury Road, Shazam, Adventures, Iron Man 3, Agents of Shield, Alien Resurrection, Venom, Spider-Man 2 and 3, X-Men First Class, Robin Hood, Robin and Batman, Fast and Furious, Hot Show, John Wick
Snowman's Land.
movies.
Big
Uh,
Busan. Alright.
nope. John Wick movies, The Bourne Legacy, The Bourne Ultimatum, Light Supremacists, uh, Mall Cop, which I had never seen, Kill Bill 1 and 2, Pearl Harbor, The Patriot, The Perfect Storm, seen it once again, Matrix, Jurassic World, Air Force One. Those are the movies that her cousin that actually was a stuntman for,
First
but
browser.
unfortunately is no longer around.
Hmm.
Have you guys seen? You must have seen at least the first Jurassic Park movies, right?
Oh yeah.
You remember
It's been a while
Dennis?
though.
Yeah, but you remember Dennis?
Dennis Hopper.
No, Dennis from the Jurassic Park movie, the
Hmm.
nerdy guy, the one who's control. That was hired to steal some dinosaur DNA and all that.
Yeah.
There
Been
were actually
forever.
there were concept art that I found of him in the car. There were actually what there were made a game where they that the company that hired him they sent one a guide and one of their employees to find this container of the dinosaur DNAs or embryos. They managed to find him, the body of Dennis, and on the concept art is when they showing Dennis, he's basically laying backwards on his head on the head's rest, the headrest piece on the car with
Cuckoo Mountain.
I um no
No.
where his face was basically been bitten off. Like you can see his skeleton. You can see basically the skull, but still the eyes was still
What do you mean I
inside the
missed that?
socket,
Yeah, sorry.
and he was that his scream, or at least that his mouth was open, that he was screaming. And get this,
Um,
the
TikTok clock.
same guy. Nope.
If I got the T right.
The same guy that actually went to see
Actually,
Dennis in the
have I
first
been to TikTok
movie.
clock? I don't remember.
He actually returned in Jurassic World Domination or Dominion. He actually ended up dying the same way. Well, not technically in a car, but he was in his called Hyperloop. But he actually died
Let's see.
by the hand of the same
Metal Cap.
type of dinosaurs. Nope.
Hey, I got it.
Really? Huh. But if I had to be honest, though, the original, the new trilogy that they made of Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, they were like bottom. Wasn't even good at all. I mean, the special effects that was pretty good, but there was just one thing that the dinosaurs they were trapped walking around in the world where it was just snow and dinosaurs. Well, I don't know if they were even going to survive, but on the I think it was Jurassic Park Wiki, actually showing a list of how many of the dinosaurs that was cloned, and how many of the numbers of each species that survived when the island, the where they actually opened up the park, where the island's volcano erupted, which destroyed almost everything. The only few that the dinosaurs that survived was actually one of them was Rexy, the iconic dinosaur, the T-Rex. In the last, I think it was the last movie where Rexy had a roaring match with a lion, but it didn't even eat it.
I'm gonna say aquarium.
Nope.
Nope. Cocoa Mountain. Hey, hi Star 6, that's just right next to me. How about you give it a try, Swedish? Where do you think Cocoa Mountain's gonna go?
Um, Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger? Have we been to Jolly Roger yet? We've been to Jolly Roger already.
The one that had the big temple.
That's Shifting Sandland. Where is it? No, we haven't. I'm gonna say Wing Cap. Of
Nope.
course. Alright, let's get it over with, I guess. Or I could just get a star right now. That works too. Alright, so where do you think this is gonna go?
Hmm.
I'll even go to the giant painting for no reason. I'm honestly thinking first Bowser level. What do you think, Swedish?
King Boo. His place.
I think we've been to Big Boo's haunt. Have we? Yeah, we have. Get in there the fancy way. Oh, apparently it's No Man's Land. Ooh, fancy. There's the chill Billy. At least he doesn't move. Imagine how terrifying that would be. One of those probably has a star that I can't get to. Music does not fit this level. Maybe that has a star. It's kind of hard to tell. Please don't throw the star like a million miles away, the place I can't get to. I hate this game. Alright, cool. Please be a star. You better be a star. I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, so I'm not pissed. I'll take it, I guess. I did it! Hooray! Alright. Dar Dar Docks. I'm saying it's going to Dar Dar Docks. What do you think, Swedish?
Yeah, I think so.
You also think Dar Dar Docks. I bumped off of the painting, which isn't supposed to happen, which is just great. Of course. Alright. Way Mario over the rainbow, which doesn't have a skybox. It makes it kind of creepy. Have we done TikTok clock? No, we haven't. I'm gonna say TikTok clock. Hey, there's Shifting Sandland. Alright. I what? I what? What do you mean? What was that spawn? Alright, sure, why not? Okay. I'd like to mention how BS that spawn was, by the way. Sure, why not? Lethal Lava Land. That makes me feel better. Alright. What does this damn sign say? We're peace-loving bombs, so we don't use cannons. But if you'd like to blast off, we don't mind yourself. Help yourself. Bon voyage. Thank you, sir sign. At least I got Lethal Lava Land right. Small victories, I guess. Alright. I'm not really feeling this Mario. He's cool, I guess, but like, I don't know. I'm gonna do the other seed we didn't finish, and then now continue onward.
Ugh. Bird popcorn. Ugh. Not good.
And the other one is 6162 with an extra 6. What will this Mario look like? Find out immediately.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds right. I'm gonna delete these seeds because I don't really need them anymore. Put that here. Okay. Mario does a very fabulous pink pants you're wearing right now. So says Discord. Anyway. Alright, Bob on Battlefield, take me away to Tiny Huge Island. Or to the wing cap, that works too.
Aren't there any stars that's even outside the castle?
There's no stars outside the castle, no.
Huh.
At least not that I know of.
I mean,
Alright, so that's
you
the
were
wing
usually
cap. I can't. Oh, there we go.
because when you're playing outside of the castle, they were finding this big bomb guy and little when you were in the trench outside the castle. You're catching a lot of stars, or there was something that you were catching a lot, but maybe not stars, but there was a lot of coins and all that. Just
Oh, the
well,
rabbit?
not that. In this game,
Yeah, those are the. There's the rabbits and some toads give you stars, but they can't be outside of the castle. They have to be inside.
huh? There were. I remember there was at least something that you did get some from outside, but it might have been something else though.
It
I'm
might have
not
been a wing
sure.
cap. It's also probably the vanish cap area. Because the vanish cap area is outside the castle.
It's possible. It's been a
The
while since
entrance to where it would normally be.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's
You
been a
also
while.
might be thinking of Chaos Edition where stars just randomly appear and get shot off somewhere.
Yeah, the Chaos Edition,
Okay.
that's insanity in a different
Speaking of
level.
vanish cap,
How long usually? How long does it last before you get visible again? Any other metal cap?
I believe the metal cap and the vanish cap are the same time. I also fell off. Well, I'm curious to see where the vanish cap takes me, so I might as well do that. But it's like usually a minute and 30 seconds, let's say, for the vanish cap. I think the metal cap's the same time. The wing cap is different. I think it's 3 minutes.
Huh? That long?
It's it's like double the length of the Metal Advantage cap for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Hmm. Well, that might be something.
Really? I'll jump up there. Thank you.
I mean, this game actually is a very it's very unique, compared to other Mario games. I think that this one even was most funniest of all, especially not knowing how each Mario will look like when you're putting in different seeds and all that. I mean, I mean, what if you end up in like a if you end up like a black and white Mario, like those classical meme guys, or if it's a complete um, cotton candy colored Mario. I mean, you never know exactly what colors his suit, his clothes will be when you're having those each uh, seeds of that. The only thing is that the only this downfall is that it had to be in between a certain amount of numbers. You can't even go as higher as like 70 or 100,000, or even you can even go as low as
No,
10.
I don't want to get a word for 6.
But I mean, this game is funny though. Even though I
Yeah,
have,
that's
even though I had never played any Mario games in my whole life, or basically any of the
where's
classical games.
where's the big boo? There he is.
Have you played any other games like Spyro or something like that?
Well, I had another weird spawn, but uh, I mean, I've tried a couple of the other games. I've tried obviously this Pikmin that we did. Sir, is it necessary? I'm fine. Uh, tried Kirby. We did Pikmin. Uh, I mean, Deep Blob's obviously one, and I mean, I've tried a couple of them. So yeah.
Yeah, the only game I have played of based on this franchise of which is include Donkey Kong. I did play one of Nintendo 64, but that was
Oh, there it is.
more intense. I think it was back in the early 2000s. I think maybe it's 2003 or 2004. I don't know the precise. I never completed the game since it wasn't even mine. And other games that I used to play a long time ago, also a game that did not belong to me, but it belonged to a friend of mine, Pokemon Stadium. It was a fun game. I played that maybe at least a handful of times at his place. But I used to play Pokemon Red and Blue on my computer when I was, but it was around early 2000s. I know I never even completed those games. In fact, I never went as so far to meet my own first gym leader. In fact, I had just the only sports I went, it was just outside Paddle Town. That's it.
Okay.
I only encountered a few Pokemon that's wild Pokemon in the high grass, but I never battled against any other trainers or anything like it. Main reason the game was in English, and since English is not my native language, so the only times I could get any progress in the game, it was when it was when my best friend, well, I would say best friend, but my old classmate from was in the first grade helped me with it, or when my first girlfriend actually helped me. Other than that, I didn't get much progress. But after that, I just kind of lost interest in the game, and yeah, But there was one type of games that I really enjoyed. It was actually Wii Sports. Now that is a fun game. You have archery, you have bowling, and many other type of games. I mean, it's basically
It isn't
it's
that
a
good.
fun game.
Some
I have to say that's broccoli
you'll cut
Mario.
in half. But it's you never know what I wanted you to put it. Mamma mia! Listen, this game might be funny, but it doesn't have ballet shy guys. You can't beat that.
Let's see what number this is gonna look like on this time.
I need to go down a little bit. I'm not sure. Yeah. All right. I, you know, you know, I don't even know. I, I have a lot of questions right now. But most importantly, where would this take me? I'm gonna say TikTok lock. Docs. I guess I can unlock Fire Sea. We seem to be out of seeds, by the way, so I'm gonna need a couple more. I might make one myself, actually. Just a random seed. There's star 6. But I'm not looking for star 6, I'm looking for star 1. Mario, come on, man. Get it together. Mario, please. Thank you. Alright. Just do this. Alright. Alright, I'm on the submarine. Where is star 1? I know where 6 is, but I don't see 1 anywhere. Oh, there it is. What was that? Alright. Sure. Ah, sweet. Best music. Alright. Dar Docs. I'm gonna say Jolly Roger Bay.
Lava Land. Oh.
It's Tonto Mountain. You know, sir. Just gonna throw him off the edge. Budding. Hello, monkey. I guess I found out what the right coins look like. It's a very unique color. Kind of hard to tell what that is. It looks like raspberry. A very, very dark raspberry. It looked kind of brown, almost, but like I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. This isn't really a good stage to figure out what the colors are. I do dig the red hair he has, though. Big Boots Haunt. Oh, hello, sir. Sir. You need your contact lens. Imagine how much that must pay. Oh, mamma mia. It went all the way up there? I hate going on top of this stupid roof. Seriously, this roof is so annoying to get up. Sometimes. I'm not going inside that door anytime soon. Oops. Wrong button. Mario, I pressed A. Get up there. Thank you. Alright. Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna fight you now. For literally no reason. I've never fought him in this room before. This is interesting. Yeah, I'm not getting that. I'll get star 6, thank you. I've seriously never fought him in that room before. I've played this so many times. He's usually either outside or he's on the roof. That boss. I've never seen him in one of the rooms before. That was really interesting. I'm still learning new things about this game. I've had for like at least 2 years, so maybe 3. Alright, 3 things. I'm sorry, sir, but you're gonna have to die again. Shifting Sandland, at least I didn't end up spawning on the pyramid again. First star 2. Which I don't feel like getting right now, so I'm gonna get star 1 instead.
I wonder what the
Both
code
star.
is there. Sorry. I wonder what the code it went.
Both star 1. Both star 1 and star 2 are in areas I don't feel like dealing with right now. Open the cannon. I have no idea.
Those cactus-like beings or monsters. What are they called?
They're called Pokies.
Pokies?
Very creative name, I know.
That's
Right, Mario, get up there. Mario, please don't get twisted right now. Alright, so we have a problem here. How am I supposed to get these stars? They're both in bad places right now. I can't jump from there to there. And then the other one's in the middle of everything. I'm gonna have to use the cannon. I guess star 2 would be easier, but you know what? I worked for 1. Alright, Swedish, are you ready for me to miss this shot?
go for it. Point
Well,
in the
first I have
past.
to get rid of this guy. Ah! Okay. That went well. Wow. That went about as well as I thought it would. I was never really good at using the cannons. Oh, hey, there's just a star in this room. In this
I wonder
hazy
what's
maze cave.
Malachi there. Huh. Malachi is offline.
Alright,
Well,
Swedish, where do you think
he
Hazy
will be offline,
Maze
but-
is gonna go?
Snowball Land.
Let's check the thing. I'm gonna say aquarium. Only found TikTok clock. Well, I found the star. We haven't even seen the aquarium yet. I'm gonna say secret slide. Hey, there's no man's land. We did it. We found it. I always knew we would. You know what? I'm gonna get this. It's just kind of chilling in the middle of everything. I always get star 2, so I might as well get another one, right? All right. So where do you think Snowman's Land is gonna go?
Hmm. What was the name of the place where uh
What the?
there's a lot of uh lava's actually in that you have been it's like a place that you've been jumping up and down or it's like a I think it's a cannon on top of it. Oh, so you're going, Cody?
That sounds like the second Bowser area.
Yeah, I think
Also
yeah, I think it
Bike.
is that place.
All right. Do you think it's second Bowser? I'm gonna say Jolly Roger.
Damn it, you're
What
right
is
again.
happening?
Well, see
Wait,
you later, Cody.
what? What did I just spawn? Oh, all right. So I guess I'm spawned up here now. Let's see. I guess while I'm up here, I might as well look around. Doesn't look like there's any stars around here except for that chest over there. Hmm. This is actually worse. Do you want to know something cool? You want to know something Swedish?
What?
This platform that I spawned on is actually where star 5 would normally spawn. So I just ended up there. Take a dip and have a sip. Grab the shell because Mario's not grabbing the shell. There we go. Surely there's a star in here, right? All right. Star? Yep. Star 5. Oh, that's sweet. All right. All right, Jolly Roger Bay. I'm ready for you to take me into Lethal Lava Land. Where do you think it's going to go, Swedish?
Aquarium, perhaps?
I mean, it's definitely possible. Oh, wing Mario over the rainbow, huh? I don't even have the wing cap. I can't even do this stage. All right, so where do you think this is going to go? I'm going to say metal cap.
I see the same.
Coco Mountain, huh?
Hmm.
All right, this is where star 6 would normally spawn. What's this say? No way! You beat me again, and I just spent my entire savings on these new whatevers. Mario. I guess I can't really blame him. He's not really doing anything wrong. Oh, joy! I have to get across this damn chasm. Isn't that fun? Isn't it fun, Swedish? I bet it's a blast.
Kinda.
I hate having to do this. It's so annoying. Like, I appreciate that being a place where you can spawn, but at least put the bomb over there more consistently. This is the right coin. Alright. Madam, if this is your baby, I'm going to have an actual tantrum. Madam. That's not my baby. Even though they look at the exact same. They're the same model and everything. Teleport, Mario. I don't feel like getting star 2 right now. I'll get star 6. Or star 5. Maybe I'll find the penguin on my way down. Mario, you're not supposed to turn around! Also, I guess I found star 5. Or star 6.
And there was a star on the ground.
That's where the red coin star would spawn. I'm sorry, what? Where did you put that? Okay, I guess I'm getting that now. Sure, I guess. But first, I'm gonna open the cannon for no reason. Wow, that sure wasn't cannon opening. Alright, where the hell did he just throw that star? Let me just... hold on a second. Also, that guy's having fun. Oh. Well, I found the star, now I just have to get it. Oh, you know what I have to do? Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. Alright, are you ready to see something amazing, Swedish?
Go for it.
Alright. Oh, dang it. I have to land on top of this stupid block. Dude, this is so annoying. I'm dedicated. Dedicated and getting this dumb star. I don't think I can do what I'm doing on the other slope, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Well, get back up there. I need a reroute. It's further than you. It's not. It's closer than I think it is. Just double jump over there. What? I got up there. There's no way. Get out of here. Wait. Oh, do not destroy this block. I need it. It'd be so much easier if I had lack at your cam. Mario, what in the world are you doing? Thank you. All right. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you. All right. That wasn't worth it at all. But it was at least pretty fancy. Star? Oh, you didn't even see me get it. Oh well. At least this is a stream you can watch back and witness my slow descent into insanity. Can I just get stars? You know what? I'm gonna get the star that's over there. I don't feel like hating that star right now. What do you mean I landed? Get out of here. Also, what is that red coin placement right over there? That's ridiculous. Get out of here. Give me that star. No, that was a nice trip on Rainbowless Ride. Alright. Where have we been putting? We've also been to shit in Samland, but it doesn't matter because I died. All right, where do you think Rainbow Ride's gonna go?
Probably that place.
That narrows it down. Oh, hi, Metal Cap. All right. Yes, when I think Rainbow Ride, the first thing I think of is just metal. Rainbows are made out of metal. In case you weren't aware of that,
Hmm.
that would be pretty interesting. A metallic rainbow. Oh my god, that sounds fucking awesome.
I mean, it is possible. I mean, I have even seen
What's
cars which has this paint that you can see different colors and from different directional. It's like a chameleon. It's kind of cool. But there's
oh,
one
well, I
color on the
guess there was
car I
kind of
don't
fun
want to
for
have, which
yeah,
is,
that was okay.
the only color on the car I don't think is as a good combination. Slime green. Am I right?
Green period on a color on a card just looks weird to me.
Well, that depends on what shade of the green it is. But slime green,
That's it for me,
no,
Mario.
no, that's just no. That's a big no no. But metallic blue or metallic green, dark green but metallic in it, now that works.
Oh, we already have 8741 on here. We haven't had one of those situations in a while. Where the C was already on the list. All right, so what's next? 39874. So how are you doing, Swedish?
Not too bad. A bit tired, but otherwise, not too bad.
Yeah, and I'm finally finishing up page 13 of Kovu's story, which took forever to do, but it's at least now finally almost done. It's probably going to be the page I show you
Unless
all
it
on
was,
Discord.
unless he asks for more.
Well, it's not the last page. It's just a page that I've been working forever on. Now I'm looking more carefully because I got the other one. Let's see. I don't even think we have any 39s on here. Doesn't look like it. All right, cool. Oh, this one's gonna be. Uh-oh. The game crashed before we could even get it started.
Okay, that was the
Uh-oh.
first.
Hey. Hey, don't you be like this. N64, please.
Don't die on us, Mario.
Fine. Fine. Dude, what is happening right now?
No signal. What is even going on here?
We're having some technical difficulties. We're just gonna have to change the game real quick. Oh, okay. I see what the problem is.
What's the problem?
The cartridge is overheating.
Wow. Well, that sucks.
It'll get better soon.
Perhaps
But for now, Chaos Edition time.
Insanity for a different level.
Just until it gets unheated. I'm gonna have to put those seeds on the until next time for now.
Yeah,
Unused
probably.
seeds. 30 controller, please. 39, 87, 4, 45, 9999. I'll put that there for future use. All right, I'm ready for hell. All right, we got 8 stars. Mario is turning weirdly when I jump. He's moving backwards, and everything's gonna be great. All right, so what should I do? Launch Fortress. I guess I can do Launch Fortress. Oh God, Mario, why do you go so fast in the air, God? Top of the fortress, I can do that. Right? Right, fine. Everything's fine. Sorry, hold on a second. Everyone stop for a second. Mario, what do you think you're doing? Mario, don't go that way. Please. Why am I getting hurt when you stop? Oh, God. Okay. Fine. Everything's fine. It's okay. Everything's okay. Why did you get bumped from nothing? What in the world? Oh, God. I'm not ready for this. I'm sorry, what? I don't want to talk about it. All right. I'm so sorry, Mario. God, I don't even know what's happening right now. Can I get like a star or something like this? Oh my God, stop. What is happening right now? God, please. Oh, it still has its collision? I what? I I'm so lost right now, dude. Mario, I said yes, kill me. There. Everything's back to normal. Everything's not back to normal! Oh, God! God, where's the platform? Okay, fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's alright. I don't understand. I really don't. Why is there a wall here?
Who knows?
I'm so lost, dude. I don't understand. B is A is B. I'm going into the basement. Just take me to lethal lava land. Alright. B's still A, and A's still B. Alright, that's fine. The nice thing about this is that I'm actually gonna go to the levels that I'm supposed to go to. Oh, B and A's back. I'm sorry, what? I don't what? Excuse me, sir. I don't understand. I don't get it, dude. Mario, please. I don't. Take two. All right. I don't want to talk about it anyway. Oh, I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. Oh god, I'm moving so quick. Mario, why are you going so fast? Mario, please. All right, it's fine. Everything's fine. If I go to the shifting, that's not shifting Sandland. If I go to Jolly Roger Bay, it's fine. Can the eel come out to play? We're gonna find out together. Why is there wind? This might be a problem. Oh, actually, it's not a problem. Actually, this is good for me. Vanish Mario is fine. Invisible Mario that I can't see is not. I just... I don't even know anymore, dude. Oh. Thank goodness. Thank God for perfect swimming. What was that backflip? Alright, I can jump again. I can't lawn jump, so that's fine. You know what? How about we get star 5? Oh, I'm big. And I'm a rainbow. Everything's weird right now. Hi.
Hyper Mario.
Oh, I'm not a rainbow anymore. Alright. I'm large. I'm in charge. And everything's gonna be okay. B is A right now. Alright. So I shoot with B now, right? Oh, it went back to normal. What? What do you mean you didn't do it right? Hold on a second. Why is that? Hold on. Let me grab this. That can't be right. Dude, what is happening out? What the fuck is happening out there? Hold on a second.
No?
Ass about to get kicked to the nth degree.
Why? You streaming? Dude, it's so fucking hot in here. Can you put your AC on? This scary?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Eel, come out to play. I have no idea what's happening right now, but I don't think I like it. What do you mean I'm not in front of... Why is there another star down here? Where'd this come from? I mean, I'll take it. Swedish, are you just as lost as I am?
Yeah, pretty much. And you have to eat dinner or something?
Maybe the randomizer will work again, because I don't, honestly. I can't with this game. Please work again. And it's not working. Alright, cool. Come on, man. I take good care of this. Thank you. You know, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we do the last 2 seats you put and then we end the stream.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Because honestly, I'm not feeling it anymore. I've only got enough sanity for 2 more. Well, it's not a bad Mario. I like him. At least we'll end off with a
Yeah,
bang,
that's
right?
pretty cool. Yep.
Yeah, this game is way less annoying, stressful for both of us. I don't want to deal with like 50,000 things happening.
Huh, Brown is here. Hey, Brown, it's been a while. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, let's see. He was trying to play this.
Chaos Edition, but I
He was.
didn't have the strength.
Yeah, he was playing the regular Randomizer, and suddenly the game crashed, and he was trying to restart it, but the whole screen was completely blue. Was it no signal? Which meant that the game had been overheated. So he played the Chaos Edition for a brief moment there. That's
That's
unfortunate.
very bad for sure.
It very much is. Hi, Mario. Let's get your ass over to this ass.
Watch out for those balls.
have to look out for this Koopa. He can throw me right off the edge. Hello, sir. Please don't throw the star somewhere very annoying.
That wasn't
That
so
might
bad.
be the most annoying spot you've ever actually threw that. Like legitimately. Like you at least with the other areas I can get to them pretty easily. That might actually be a problem.
For me, that wasn't so bad.
But he launched the star like 50 miles away into an area that's kind of obnoxious to get to. Yep, like that. I had to land on this friggin' bridge, which I've never actually done, and I'm gonna do first try. You know,
So you've been doing
you
the
know,
brownie.
it's been one of those days.
Damn it.
Just, brother, what do you mean? Get up there. Alright, fine. I'll get up there the actual way.
So yeah, you have how you been though, brownie?
Fine. Just another boring day.
Tell me about it. School is over,
Yep.
and are you finished with it then, or going back to the fall?
Mm, I'm already finished.
Hmm.
So you're finished high school,
Got it.
Yep.
huh? So what's the next step? College, university, start working.
I don't have any dreams for that.
Huh?
So let's just
Yeah.
say I'm planning to get to work straight away.
Is there anything you want to start work with though?
Maybe a mechanic. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I
Well, if
mean,
you had to
I
be a
ever
mechanic,
play mechanic simulator.
if you had to be a mechanic, you probably had to go to some form of training for that. Like not like a school. Well, maybe like a school, but unless you've been going to some uh being apprentice to someone, maybe.
Huh.
But that depends on yeah, that depends on the course what uh how much you want if there's something you want to do because everything has if you want to work with construction or carpentry or something like that, you have been going to some form of program or something, or at least been have well,
I'm gonna
at
get
least in my
answer these.
in my country,
Not.
where in my country, in my last school I went for when I finished it entirely, it has a different programs. One were carpentry, one that was working on cars like mechanic. For if you had those type of programs in your high school, they could actually give you at least some more experience how to start working a car. Because if you went to somehow start working as mechanic at the car shop or something like that without having any experience, it's only like say if you did and you started repairing a car, yeah, it's a big risk that you wouldn't be able to. I mean, it is there would have been a high risk you could have causing some damage to this to car or well, but everything has some form of program or at least training in that particular field that you want to work at. If you want to work
I
as if you want to be a firefighter, you had to go to formal training for that, or if you want to be an EMT or a doctor or something like that, you had to go for special training for that, or some school for it to be in order to be that. And yeah, so but I believe maybe if you want to be a mechanic, it's maybe you don't have to go to back to school for something like that. But I believe you have to at least go to form of maybe some form of program
I see.
to like see if there's I think it's like you have to be showing your uh, determination, how you're determined to be a mechanic, or if you have what it takes to be a mechanic. A friend of mine, she dated a girl, and she was actually from the US, and she even went to several competitions, like national, I believe, mechanics, which is kind of cool. So, oh, bye, Brownie.
Um,
I'm back. I got kicked.
well, you know, since I know you can do that now, this is important to me. Riding around at the speed of sound.
Well, yeah, but Brownie, if you want to be a mechanic, you probably have to look around locally if there's any program for training for mechanic or something like that. It's always a good thing to go at least have some training in order to become to be something like that. Otherwise,
Yes.
if you don't have any training or some experience in that particular field you want to be in at, it only made it a bit harder to really get the work in that field. Otherwise, I wanted to be a carpenter when I was younger. There were one place here, but it eventually closed down. And I was at one point even thought that if I could be a history teacher, but that itself, it's not possible. In order to be as a history teacher, you had to go to a school for that, like a higher grades, like college or university. But for me, it would not be possible. I didn't even have a grade for that. My grades wasn't even good enough. I mean, even if I tried and studied as best I could, my grades would even go as high as B or maybe B plus, but not more than that. Because in my country, it's special education, you can only get that as the highest in grade, B plus. But if you were in a different part of it, if you were not a special aid class, you could get that as the highest as A plus. So if I want to be a history teacher or something like that, I would have to go to a university, have to barely good grades. I mean, I can still read up those, but I really don't want to spend the number of years in order to be as a history teacher in history. So yeah, it's like but I don't have to be a history teacher itself. I can still teach others about history for the best what I remember from my own memory and some of the things I learned. But being a mechanic is actually not a bad occupation either, because it's very high demand on that.
I see, I see. So how your day doing? Good.
Yeah, it has been good so far. It's just a bit I say humid. It has been hot in the air, so but that's summer for you. It's gonna be a little bit cooler sometimes by next week, hopefully.
Uh,
We haven't even experienced
for
any
my
much. What?
uh, for my school day, it's been a rough day. Those bullies are making me uncomfortable. Those bastards.
Tell me about it. I mean, I had to prop the same role
Oh,
when I was in
okay, okay, okay. 50 coins.
I
Not the coins I
mean,
was looking for, but
they
that's fine.
they they bully me just because I love My Little Pony.
Nothing
Oh,
wrong with that. I mean, look at
That
me. I'm like,
sucks.
I'm 20 years old playing a Mario game.
That sucks.
I mean, well, it is like for me though. But even though when I was in high school and all that, I s- I pretty much loved cartoons, but no one to make fun of me of that. In fact, this was even before I was even a fan of MLP and MLP from that time. But since the whole G4 wasn't even released, like about 2 years after I finished high school, actually, I finished school when I was about 17. You normally do that when you're 18, but in my case, it's not like rare. It's not uncommon. Since my birthday is in the end of the year, so schools usually ends here around in June. So, but I wasn't bullied by for liking Mellow Pony though. Since that was before I actually started liking the show that was even made. Though I had never actually been a much of a brony even when the Mellow Pony G3 or G2 or G1 was released. That though G1 and G2 was back in the mid to late 1980s. That was way before I was even born. But I was bullied mostly for, well, I don't even know why, honestly, though. It was this group of girls that called me gay, or that good guy, the guy who hates girls. They started targeting me for no reason at all. I never did anything to them. I mean, I didn't say anything bad to them. I didn't spread rumors about them. So they targeted me for some odd reason. I don't know why though. So
In my case,
yeah, they
in my
actually.
case, I will say same as you. I'm not a fan of My Pony before, but after I watched it, I became interested. So yeah, I call myself a brony.
Yeah, I
Not
think
even
that
getting
is
those
just
starts are actually safe, but
to me. It just sounds crazy that bullying you because you like My Little Pony even for that. I mean, it's the same thing as for those who like Pokemon or even other type of TV series. There's no reason for that.
Yeah.
I mean, even though MLP is actually made is mainly for just little girls, but just look at many other TV series throughout the history. Like many games, many different TV series has that's only were mainly for just
I'm
that
gonna
young
die the
kids.
cool way.
But despite they have like it's like Batman, for example, Batman and Robin. Many has seen that show for years, and it's like the Looney Tunes with Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, or others. It's the same thing as with that. They have been around for years, and people love them despite them are being in full-grown adults and even maybe as a grandparents. And do they have to being criticized because they like an old cartoon series despite being a young teenager or even a young adult or even a grandparent age? No, people should not be bullied because they like something that they pretty much enjoy. I mean, for me, I can be watching old cartoons even if they're from the 70s or from the 80s or even 90s. I can still watch old cartoons even today. For mostly because they're nostalgic. They brings it brings back some pretty much childhood memories, and it makes you feel young. It makes you feel young again. And another thing is, I love to watch cartoon series. It's sometimes it's a good tool. If you like to draw and to be better, you can always observe cartoon series on TV, old ones, to see, knowing people who make this by hand, like the old Scooby Doo from 19, or even the old Disney movies, Snow White and all those. Those were made by hand. You can imagine people who worked on those movies by drawing scenes by hand had experience. They had to study for years in order to be that good. And to me, it's amazing. So I love to watch old cartoons, not only because they're funny, that brings back some childhood memories, not for the funny, the comedy, but also to see and observe how they're made, because that can also give me inspiration to if I want to improve my own drawing skills, or if I even can get some inspired ideas for love stories, because every single series out there has its own unique has its own you know things about it. So I always get the inspiration from those old stories that I could use in my stories, and that's what it is. So people should not be bullied because they like cartoons or even if it's a one particular cartoons, if there's MMOP or uh, anything. I mean, what about like Pokemon? Same thing. That one has been around for years, and I still
I
like to be and I have been watching it for years. In fact,
I agree.
there shouldn't be any one target. As I'm a game guy, he have been playing Mario games despite being in his early 20s, but there are in fact people that can be in their late 30s, even as their 40s or even 50s, that can enjoy watching or even play cartoon games and all that. It shouldn't be matter. It shouldn't matter no matter how old you are, because or if you're a young kid or I mean, another thing is, even if there's just one show that's only for just young girls, it shouldn't just be that. Even if it's mainly for young girls, but even boys can watch the show. It's like it's like saying uh, Sonic. They have made different shows of that for over the years, and should some TV shows or cartoon shows are can sometimes be focused just for younger generations, but some are mainly for just for boys and not for just for girls. But it doesn't say that that boys aren't allowed to be watching those. And is that even despite that My Little Pony was mainly for young girls as for the audience. But over time, even boys could start watching it, and even some men like in my age or even older, or in those for late teens and even 20s. I mean, despite that this show was mainly for just young girls, despite that it made in the late 2010 or if it was 2020 or if it was made back in late 90s, this regardless for what they were made, and regardless for mainly audience that they've been focused on, anyone can be watching this. I mean, what if they decide to make a cartoon movie series based on the Lord of the Rings or something like that? In fact, they even made the Lord of the Rings or Hobbit back in the late 70s. Any movies, cartoon series that's are even if they're made for just young kids or teenagers, regardless, anyone can watch them. Like Transformers, maybe they are mainly been focused for just the boys, but it doesn't say that girls can even watch those. So why can even that? So why can teenage boys to watching a show that's mainly just for girls? What if Game Guy want to start watching a TV series that's based on the Barbie dolls, as an example, and he enjoys it. I mean, he thinks that this their funny show, and there's some of people that he knows start bullying him because that he likes a show that's based on Barbie. But even though he doesn't play with Barbie dolls or anything, but he just enjoyed the show, like just for some of the comedy in it, just like that, or if like for as in this case, My Little Pony. The show is mainly for girls, but discard that. Regardless, people can be watching a cartoon despite its mainly focused audience, despite the age. I mean, not even though it is mainly for just young girls, but it can also be young teenagers can also be watching it. Even young adults, young parents can be watching this show with them. I mean, for example, if let's see if the game guy was a grandparent and he had a grandchild was watching watching that show, and he started just watching it and also get hooked on it this series. It says actually reminds him some old childhood TV shows when he was younger. It doesn't have to say that anyone that shouldn't be bullied based on that. I had never been bullied because I liked some cartoon shows over the years. But even if I never been targeted by that, but people shouldn't target anyone. It's just crazy and it's just dumb. Why would target by anyone for just they like something on the like to watch the TV or just simply like that? What is next? Bullying someone because they like I don't know Digimon? Where what if like people start bullying others because they like Mario, despite them being their early to maybe it's late 20s, and they think that Mario games aren't just only for young kids to late early and even as teenagers, and you're past teen if you're past 18, you shouldn't be playing those type of games, and that just you're too old for that. And I'd be like, no, even adults can play Mario games. Okay, what about World of Warcraft? That also is one of the biggest games in the world. What about that? If that games are only also for teenagers, and suddenly the games when you're past 18 or no, if your head reach says 20s, you shouldn't be allowed to play that. I mean, what if someone actually decide to make this type of rule that people when you reach a certain age, you are not allowed to be watching those? It's like It's like horror movies. Young kids aren't allowed to be watching horror movies because that they were has they're they're more uh, they're more acceptable to be frightened. They're easily to be scared and have easier to get nightmares. But despite that, even young adults can also be, or even young teenagers, despite they have been watching a lot of horrors, but they still can be horrified. Even today, even to this day, I have seen so many horror movies, but most of them actually is just so boring. I'm like, but it might even be some horror movies out there even I may not even want to watch. There are, in fact, a few that I will never, never continue to watch. Even though I can handle horror, but there are some horror movies that even is way beyond even my level to understand to tolerate. One of them is actually like the Saw movie franchise. That is a torture horror movie. I cannot tolerate that. And the Human Centipede. Don't let me even start on that one. I have seen clips from some of the movies, and I'll tell you, it is the absolute worst movies they ever done. I cannot tolerate any of that. So that is just one of the things. Resident Evil. I have seen the Resident Evil movies. I don't even if I've seen all of them so far. Except for the rebooted one that they restarted though. But um, Resident Evil movies, they were not even that scary, honestly. At all. Um, the Saw movies, I had not seen any of those. I am glad for that. I mean, some of the most classic cult status movies, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, is supposed to be one of those cult status movies, or those classical horror. Now that I saw one of them, and I was like, "There's supposed to be a horror movie, huh? That's even better." But there is one. There's another one that just came to my mind, Silent Hill. And one of the movies, they had this uh, main villain in its pyramid head. Literally wears like a metal pyramid shaped hat or cap around his entire head, wielding a giant sword. Like not like those long ones, but this one is. Uh, it's not like as long, your average long blade, thin blade, but this one is really wide. Reminds me of like a butcher knife. It's like the butchers have those for square shaped already cutting off meat. That one, but way bigger, way longer blade.
Is that a great sword?
That yeah, that's but that itself was not the scary part. I only saw this clip. The thing is, at least a few times. I even saw that recently, but I think it was a week ago. I'm trying not to get into much details because of Game Guy cannot handle the mention of much of the graphic. But let's say involves metal wires that kills a woman. It's yeah, I'm not going to much the graphic. It's just it's that bad. Let's say all I can say is one graphic. It says blood spraying all over the place. And there's even a young girl or young lady standing underneath dancing in the blood. Or at least it looks like it. I don't even know for sure. But so yeah, horror movies itself hasn't much impact in to frighten me. But there are some movies that I felt not terrified, but I feel just uncomfortable. Even though
Well, you
this
say,
there is what.
well, you saying young girl and uh child girl dancing in blood, it just make me shivering.
Well, that's just yeah. I mean, blood itself, and I couldn't handle that much when I was younger. The Poltergeist movie, for example, I saw that movie, and that is a horror. I saw the first time when I was probably like 6 or 7 years old or something like that, and I don't tell you, I wasn't frightened at all. And even especially when I saw the Tremors, an American horror, well, I say not horror, but more sci-fi movie with those giant underground worms, uh, literally pulled people underneath, and just yeah. But other than that, I wasn't really much a horrified of all those movies. In fact, I've seen a lot of horror movies. Even there, okay, there was one movie I was about maybe I think it was between 8 and 10. I don't remember the precise, but no, I think it was between 9 and 10. The movie The Mummy came out in 1999. Basically, that movie was first time I saw it. Yeah, it literally scared me the hell out of me. I couldn't even sleep for a couple of days. Those scarabs, that small bug or beetle they had in the movie, they are actually real beetles in real life, but they are complete harmless. In real life, they're just walking around in a desert with this a ball of poop behind them, or they're rolling it for I don't know what they are even using for. But in the movie, if they are being dropped, there was one man who literally dropped one of those on the ground, even though he wasn't aware that it actually contained a scarab. But its shell, or at least the containment, opened, and out it came and crawled under beneath his boot, crawled on in his leg all the way up to his brain, and start feeding on it. They even I saw when the main villain, Imhotep, was a high priestess or high priest. He was literally eaten alive by those. But that when they crawl up in this man's leg and up to his head, that was the only part of the movie that scared me. But ever since I saw the movie, maybe second or third time afterwards, I was like, nah. But I was so scared of. So most of the times when I see when I watch a horror movie, if I seen it maybe 2 or 3 times more afterwards, not a big deal. I don't even feel scared anymore. At least I'm aware what's going to happen. But I've seen some horror movies that's even though I never saw it for the first time or even heard about it, that's it really didn't scare me at all. Though there is one franchise of movies that I only saw like the first one, and that is Paranormal Activity. The only part of the movie is the daughter is somehow possessed by a ghost or something. She she literally in the end she walked up behind her dad, who was sitting on the living room couch watching TV, grabs his head and snap it, and he did. That was the only part of the movie that made me jump. But I had no problem on sleep otherwise. Sometimes I might just jump into some of the reactions. Though even though this the Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy in it, that is a one movie. It's even though it's a horror comedy, not like an actual horror, but there's a mix between comedy and some horror scenes. Like not many blood or anything. It just more like make you a bit of type of scary moment. But those type of movies I have no problem with. But when it comes to horror, it depends what it is. There is one franchise that I only seen like 2 or 3 movies of. Final Destination. The first movie, it's basically where this school is gonna be on this school trip, but a guy on the plane, one of the students, he had this bad nightmare where the plane exploded when it had just taken off, and he felt it was so scared. He he freaked out. So he and a few others was kicked off the plane, and they saw the plane taking off without them. But shortly afterwards, boom, the whole plane exploded, just as it did in his dream. And that itself was not this horrifying. Each of the two teenagers that had survived, one by one, died because death felt cheated. So he killed them, and in the order they had supposed to have died on board the plane. One of them actually got his head off, cut off, healed completely off the head. So yeah, horror movies itself not much. Uh well, just saying though, but I'm more like the science fiction movies, though, or comedy. Though one of those Alien franchise movie, that was a bit scary though, but um, I was like not that terrifying, but almost like it make you jump a couple of times. But yeah, but I'm more for comedy movies. I don't mind for that. Yeah, bullies should not be bullying you or others. But as people saying, if you're being bullied, if they're a bully, they usually felt insecure themselves or being bullied by others. They're only doing it because they feel comfortable or they feel powerful. But for what reason? Sometimes the bullies have this just they feel powerful. But in reality, not at all. Just ignore the bullies are for what they do. Sometimes that happens. That just helps to just ignore them, and they just eventually stops. But not always. But sometimes they do. Sometimes they can only escalate the things even worse. I remember one story. It was this young boy. He was a special aid class, 10. I think it was between 10 or 12 years old. Each day when he came home from school, he felt so bad that he threw up. His mother was scared. She was worried. He was autistic like myself, but he couldn't say. He didn't mention who was. She knew for a fact that her son was bullied, but she couldn't just go to school and accuse any of his classmates without knowing exactly who they're gonna be in. If she started accusing any of the other of her son's classmates for being the bully, their parents would have been accusing her from starting blaming or accusing without any actual evidence. So she made a smart move. She put a tape recorder in her son's backpack. And at that same day when he came home, she listened. She sure enough found out there was not only one person that was bullying her son, there was two, but not a student. There was in fact his two teachers. The teacher said something like, "You won't be able to survive one day in normal school." She couldn't believe that her own son was bullied by the main teachers in the school. His very own teachers. So she took the recorder to the principal. The principal itself was flabbergasted, well, stunned, and pretty much furious. So last I heard about in that story is that the teachers was either suspended for investigation, how to investigate it if that happened, any other students was been targeted by them, or if they were fired right away. I don't know. But teachers or any other students should not be bullying anyone. just see what this goes to. Some students actually end up drop out from school and completely, or they've been transferred to a new school. Others, worst case, commit suicide. It happens. Even the artifacts, sometimes people don't want to even talk about it, but it's true. Sometimes bullies in school can make other students, but as a target, go so far that they commit suicide. Even teachers can also do it. So what happened to you should not be allowed. In fact, ever since bullying is, well, since technically bullying a student, let's say from this. If you manage to figure out who the bullies are, you're telling your parents, but there is one thing. Bullying itself isn't illegal, but cyberbullying or something like that is illegal. But bullying someone like in this case, or what you're going through and what I went through, it's not something that the police can do anything about it. Despite there are tons of witness, but yeah, but I do know schools. I know for a fact schools in my country and in the US has this anti-bully policy. Means that they have their programs to work the fight against bullying to prevent it from even happening. So I think, I mean, at least be glad that you're out of school now and you don't have to be worried about being that they will bullying you anymore. Unless though that if you encounter them on the streets in your town or something. But other than that, bullies they shouldn't do on us. But yeah, I probably should end the stream here for almost 3 hours. And yeah, and for the Smash and Pass stream tomorrow, ooh, looking dark. I don't think I have enough hours left now since I had about 3 hours left. So so I think I only like what 2 or 3 minutes left. So but actually no, it's actually had been reset since the 11th, the 13th, and it resets for me each 11th. So we can actually probably do that Smash and Pass. Hopefully that our friendly Canadian monster will be there. I mean, he is after all Mr. Smasher. Hey, that's just one thing. Anyways, that's been fun. We had Cody here for a while, but no Malachite, no, uh, well, no others. Since Roy is at gym, surprisingly not that, but where he is. Am I right? Game
Yeah.
type. So yeah, and hopefully they'll all be doing a smash and passing, and you can probably talk to your brother about it if he wants to be part of it or something. And but for a fact, maybe that Malakat may not even be there since he may actually be playing some games with his family that night, so which he usually do. So if you, Roy, and of course myself will be there, there'll be like 3 people. Um, maybe if Cooper joining in, that's 4. That depends on if Malachite would show up. Since we have 150 characters going through this time, boy. Yeah, and like I said right now, next time we'll do is a smash and pass. I mean, I think maybe as 100 would be as probably the max, or something like that. Anyways, that's been fun. 3 hours. What can I ask for? So yeah, people, have a good weekend, and well, This is Fish Diablo signing off. Bye.
And goodbye.
Same.
And if you see a monster, run.